What's going on, guys? So, yes, I am still alive. I'm back. Things have been crazy. The last month and a half has just been a roller coaster of just bad. So, um, just to briefly touch, as you guys can see, and if you follow me on Instagram and stuff, I completely stripped everything out of my shop, cleaned the walls, the rafters, the floor, everything, put everything back in. Um, I have been out here working, but I just have not been making videos. I have been incredibly sick, and then on top of that, I also had a small surgery on my foot. So my time out here was very touch and go and very limited. But as you guys will see from then to now, a lot has changed. There's a lot of different stuff in the shop, a lot of new tools, a lot of new accessories. I don't know how well you guys can tell, but the audio is now different, and my editing software is going to be a lot different. So my videos will flow a little nicer, and we're going to keep going with that same format that we were using. I appreciate everyone for sticking uh, through with me. I know it's just been a lot of pictures of me and the kids and pictures of stuff at work and every now and then a woodworking picture here and there. But like I said, guys, it just antibiotics take you out, and then on top of it, being down for a couple weeks on with my foot, and then like even right now, I have an inhaler. I'm on steroids. I'm on a Z pack. Like it's just it's crazy. So um, we're gonna get this video made today. I do have to get this project done. Sick or not, I don't have the choice. I'm making a hanging wall sign for my mom, and it's going to say spring. My whole life growing up, we've always had this like old winter hanging wall sign, and every winter she loved putting it up on the wall. So she had made mention of wanting one for spring. Little does she know, I'm actually going to make her a spring, summer, fall, and probably keep the winter one she has because she likes that one so much. But I'm going to make the other 3 seasons for her. This video, we're just going to focus on doing the spring because I don't want to do the summer and fall today. But diving straight in, you guys all know how to put letters on wood. I'm going to be using the carbon paper. I got the letters printed out. So I'm going to transfer all the letters to the wood, and then we're going to go over to the scroll saw, and then we're going to get out the new router table. I put it together last night. I absolutely love it. I have not been able to fire it up because I put it together at like 10 o'clock at night and I didn't want to wake the kids up. But we're going to do that and then get some sanding. And best part about it, I don't have to paint them. I absolutely hate painting. If it's not one solid color, I don't want to do it. If it's not staining one color or painting one color, I have no interest in it at all. I am so far from being artistic, it's not even funny. But she wants to paint the spring one. So I'm just going to throw a coat of primer on it and give it to her. So perfect for me. All right, guys, enough rambling. I'm back. I'm happy to be in the shop, and I'm happy to be here with you guys. So without further ado, let's get to work. All right, guys, so here's the new router table. I'm super happy about it. I took the fence and all the guides and stuff off because, you know, here at Zero Designs, we don't really follow safety protocol. But what we're going to do first is we're going to take some of our scrap pieces that we had cut the letters out of, and we're going to run these around until we find just that perfect round over that we want. And once we have that, we're going to take the letters, we're going to run them all through, and then onto that problem where I don't know how to connect the letters. Let's get the round over set just right. When using your router table, guys, this is a very, very dangerous tool. I know I preach safety a lot, but the router table terrifies me. For what we're doing, the fence just isn't. It's going to be more in the way and more of a problem than it is going to be anything else. But you definitely need your hearing protection. You definitely want your safety protection or your eye protection. Um, Definitely want to make sure there's nobody else in your shop. I don't know if you guys heard on the last one if I edited it out or not. I'll find out later. But my son was out here for a little bit during the sanding. He was over there tinkering with something. But now that the router table's out, he knows that he has to go inside. He's not inside having lunch. I'm going to do this real quick before he comes back out here. The router table is very dangerous. A lot of people don't show it the respect that it deserves. They think the table saw and things with the big scary blades are the worst. It's these little blades that are going to fuck you up. Alright guys, so with just a few quick passes and a little up and down on the depth, I was able to find that perfect round over that I'm looking for. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to quickly run through all the letters. I hate sanding. Sanding's the worst damn thing. The worst part of woodworking. Absolutely the worst. I swear, one day we're going to hit it big, guys. I'm going to have a real shop, not in my garage. I'm going to have like employees. And the first person I'm hiring, first person who gets hired, is going to be a professional sander. That's what they're going to do. I will pay somebody to sand all of my shit so that I don't have to sand anymore. Because I hate it. I absolutely hate it. But I know you guys don't want to sit here and watch me sand, so I'm going to suffer through this alone, listening to some Hobson. So I'll be back in a little bit, guys. And just when you think you're done sanding, there's more sanding. Because sanding sucks. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get everything that I didn't get the first time I hand sanded, and that the belt sander couldn't get, and the orbital sander couldn't get, and everything else that, you know, all the other methods of sanding that I did that couldn't get. We're going to go back with some purple and clean up a little bit of the edges and knock down the corners, and then we're just gonna call it good. I mean, at that point, I'm just done. I mean, all right, guys. So now that the the primer's had a chance to dry, gave it a couple coats, sanded a little more, sprayed a little more. I did try just taking some twine and some piece of scrap, and it does hold really good, just with a regular staple. So what I did was I lined up the letters straight all the way down, and then I flipped them over, made sure everything was lined up, and now what we're going to do is we're just going to take the stapler and we're just going to staple the twine, leaving enough space in between each letter to give it that hanging effect, and we're just going to run all the way down with it. So I'm going to bring you guys over here so you guys can see kind of overhead like how I see it, and let's get this done. If you guys want to get technical, you can measure your gap to keep it pretty uniform. I'm just going to go ahead and do like about 2 inches. Alright, so I'm pretty confident that this is going to work. I do know that the next step is we're going to do the same thing down the other side, and hopefully, let's see what it looks like now. That will give it the stable hold so everything's not spinning around. But we're getting there. I'll tell you what, guys. I'll do the other side real quick, and then we'll meet back here to discuss how it turned out, and we're going to probably put it up somewhere just to see how it hangs for a little while. Make sure that the twine is strong enough. I might have to come back with I was thinking maybe like a little bit of hot glue over each staple where the twine and the staple cross. Putting some hot glue there just to give it a little sturdier hold, I guess. So we'll meet back here in a minute and we'll discuss that. All right, guys. So as you can see part of the sign hanging behind me. It turned out well. I like it. I didn't have to do the hot glue on the back. I'm going to keep that in my back pocket as an option. If my mom calls me and tells me that the letters started moving on there or whatever, I can always go throw some hot glue on it, straighten it all out. But it's hanging. It's up there. It's springtime, as you can see. Spring. Like I said, guys, super simple project. As far as the wood goes, it probably costed me a couple dollars in scrap wood. You know, obviously what helped a lot was Menards has the drop cut pile that like 50-cent boards under 3 foot or whatever. But I'd say all together is probably 20 bucks, 25 maybe. Simple couple hours of work. Obviously, you know, if you have a router table and stuff, you can do it a little bit nicer. But if you don't have to do it that way. But that's pretty much a wrap for this one, guys. I'm glad to be back. Yeah, we're gonna start rolling. We're gonna take spring and summer 2020 by storm, and get ready for fall. I'm not doing any spring or summer shows. I will be just building and doing videos all spring and summer. And then in the fall, my videos will probably taper back a little bit and we'll be at shows, but I'll be doing like a lot of live stuff then too. But I got my first flag of the year built already. Yes, sir. I got some moon shelving projects over here for my wife. She's a hippie, likes crystals and rocks, so I made her some moons with shelves. We're gonna put some crystals on there. I got the big box of hitter boxes here that we've been working on. I have a ton of trouble with that, guys. An absolute ton. It is not as easy as you think. And the serving tray. So all of that will be coming up. And yeah, it's gonna be a good month now. So as always, guys, I appreciate it. Do the follow, the like, the subscribe. Whether this is on, if you're watching it on Facebook, you know, go to my channel. Follow my channel. I post on there a lot. A lot of it comes over from the Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, go check that out. We have a lot of fun over there. A lot of joking around. It's far less formal. Just fair warning. And then if you're on YouTube, then yeah, subscribe, bell, notification, all that stuff. So as always, guys, I'm Zach with Zero Designs, and get to work.